So I'm eating my second meal of the day today. Rice, steak, carrots, cranberry juice. And while I was eating that, the door knocked and the package that I was waiting for literally all day today finally came. I know exactly what's in there. You have literally not a clue what's in there. I'm gonna finish this food, play with the thing in there, and then I'm gonna show you what's in there. All right, fuck it. I couldn't wait. I'm just gonna show you guys right now the Canon 6D Mark II. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have an extreme addiction when it comes to buying camera equipment, technology, computers, literally stuff like that. Like every time I order a new camera, I just get a crazy spurt of inspiration, make a few videos, and then the magic dies away, and then a new little camera comes along, and then I get it. So I'm fully self-aware of this continuously repeating cycle, but this time around, it's with the 6D Mark II. So basically, long story short, pretty much the exact same as the 70D Mark II. I mean, the Canon 70D in terms of it has the flip out LCD, has the amazing dual pixel autofocus, and the one benefit is that it's full frame, meaning that it's gonna be way better in low light, just the colors are gonna look better, more dynamic range. So this is pretty much my camera collection when it comes to Canon versus Sony. I'm just gonna do my best to just do a one-take ramble about just kind of what do I think about these cameras, what I think about Canon versus Sony, and just thoughts on each individual camera. So this is my very first vlogging camera. It was extremely great. I did a lot of research and I had a limited budget. So for the amount of money that I had, I pretty much got the best option that I could. I got this camera with the Sigma 18-35. And if you guys saw my original videos back in the day, it was just pretty much all shot on this. Now, the benefits of this camera and just Canon in general is that the colors out of the camera look really, really, really good. Like you don't have to do any color grading, correcting, adding any contrast. It just looks gorgeous out of camera. Now with Sony, you could do things like having flat picture profiles, things such as S-Log, which is pretty much takes all the contrast away, takes all the saturation away. So the image looks like dog shit. It looks horrible, but you have a lot more flexibility when you're grading it in post to make it look how you want. This already gives you a finished look that you have extremely limited flexibility and like wiggle room to move around, but it looks gorgeous here. You have more flatter profiles where you can make it look really nice. But here's the issue. When you're vlogging, variables are always changing. So I'm always moving around. I'm going in and outside, like the white balance is changing. And then when the white balance changes on the camera, it can get really, really warm or really cold and just your skin tones could look weird. And then like, let's say there's a bright light behind you, the camera's gonna start exposing for that bright light and then your body's gonna look like a shadow. So basically what I'm trying to say was when you're vlogging, you can't make the image look how you want it to. You have extremely limited control. You just pretty much have to let the camera make all the decisions. And when you do that, the image looks nowhere near as good as it could look as if someone was holding a camera filming you and then setting the camera settings perfectly for the shot. What I'm trying to get with is that if you have these amazing flat profiles, so then you can make your image look really, really good and color graded and delicious in post. If everything's screwed up, the white balance is messed up, if the exposure is messed up, you could sit there and you could grade it all you want, but it's just gonna look like shit. So it's just really not worth it in the sense. So I only like to use like these cameras when I have like extreme control over what I'm shooting. If I'm filming an edit for someone else, or I'm just in a strict environment where I know where the exposure could be set the same, the white balance could be set the same, then I'll take advantage of the flat profiles of these cameras. But I personally think that for vlogging on the fly, Canon's just gonna look a lot better because at a camera, regardless of the conditions, it's gonna give you the best image that it possibly can. Let's start off with the Canon 1DX Mark II. This thing's a complete beast. Like the battery lasts forever. It's weather sealed and it takes amazing pictures. It can shoot up to 14 frames a second, so it sounds like a machine gun. And this shoots 4K 60 frames a second, 10 seconds of video is an entire gigabyte. So this shoots beautiful video, but it just takes an insane amount of space. We have the A7S. This thing's just a complete king in low light, but the autofocus isn't the best and the screen doesn't flip out. Otherwise, it would be pretty much a perfect vlogging camera. And you have the A6500, which is the little brother version of the A7S, just a smaller sensor, way better autofocus, screen can't really flip out. Then you have the RX100, which is like the compact camera version form. Pretty much 4K, you could do 120 frames a second. Battery life isn't that good. Microphone isn't that good because there's no external mic. That's what really limits little compact cameras like this. What I got now, which is the 60 Mark II, is pretty much what I'm gonna be using for pretty much all my vlogs, I think. And here's the reason, here's my thought process behind that. The screen can flip out, just like the 70D. The sensor is bigger, meaning that I'm gonna have better dynamic range, meaning that you could see more detail in like the shadows and highlights at the same time. The colors are gonna look better because that's just always the case. Basically, larger sensor means better image quality. This has larger sensor than this. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. You guys complain about this a lot, and like a lot of people complain about this, is that like that autofocus sound in videos. If you ever hear that, just that sound, that's basically your favorite YouTuber's Sigma lens just like cracking and whipping away, which really sucks because Sigma lenses are great, but you run into that problem. So I have this 40mm lens that I'm gonna put on this body, and I pray this is gonna be the perfect setup because this lens is super tiny, it's super light. It's an STM lens by Canon. STM basically, it's a stepping motor, which means it's very, very quiet when it comes to autofocusing. I think that with this setup, me holding the camera out like this, it should be able to see my face. It should have like a good field of view, so it's not too tight, it's not too zoomed in, and it's extremely light, it's flat, the camera's gonna be light, the screen can flip out. So I'm praying that this is gonna be the ideal, just like general, everyday purpose vlogging camera. And when it comes to more epic cinematic stuff, I'm obviously going to be using this camera and then maybe like the A7S for like crazy low light stuff. And yeah, just right now, all around, I think this is going to be the camera. So I'm going to slap on this lens and then we're going to see what it looks like. All right, so this is pretty much it. This is that 40mm lens on the 60 Mark II. I'm holding it in GorillaPod just all the way away from me. So this is the framing. And just another thing I want to say is, in general, I'm personally not a fan of extremely wide angle lenses. I just don't. I mean, a lot of people like the fisheye look. I just personally don't really like it. And also, it kind of makes your face look really weird. There's just like a lot in frame. It's just not good at all. And I think the reason I like that is because more tighter zoomed in shots are more cinematic. And I just like more cinematic shots. So I think that this lens is probably something like a good balance between being a really tight cinematic look, but not too tight to the point where like it looks like that on my face. So I'm going to test it out today when I vlog. Me and Dylan are just going to go to the gym, hit a pull workout, and yeah, hopefully, I'm literally praying that this is a good setup because I really like the weight of this. Let me just go show you guys the setup in the mirror. One last thing that I want to say is that, like, I tend to just get ridiculously carried away with camera equipment, all these like little details. Like, for example, that rant that I went on, that was probably extremely rambly, went forever. Like, I could have talked someone's ear off for like 5 hours about cameras, getting really into little specific details, trying to get the best image possible. And I get too carried away with doing that I actually forget about, hey, at the end of the day, all that matters is making content. So if I could sit there, have all the best camera equipment, like know how to set everything up right and all this, but I'm not actually doing anything, I'd rather film consistent vlogs on an iPhone with like super inferior quality than just like have the best camera equipment and just like sit there and just like mentally masturbate over it. So just a little piece of advice that I want to give you guys, which I'm also myself trying to do, is not get carried away with like the best camera or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's like your actual content that matters, and you literally with an iPhone, you could just do so much. So don't get in the trap of just getting completely lost into infinite downward spiral of just a bunch of camera equipment and the details about that. So yeah, that's just what I want to say. All right, so I'm gonna go to the chiropractor right now, and Dylan's gonna go to Cheeto Burrito, and that's pretty much the chiropractor and Cheeto Burrito are like 2 seconds away, and then Island Gym is just 1 second away. So I'm gonna get adjusted, meet Dylan at Cheeto. All right, so I just pulled up to my chiropractor, and one of these days I'm actually gonna go in and show you guys my adjustment, and he's like really cool guy. He'll show you exactly what he's doing on me because he has x-rays of my back and what's wrong with it, and he'll tell you all the benefits of chiropractic. He's really charismatic, so you guys really like him. When you see him, I probably can't film right now, but yeah, one of these times I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna show you guys the whole chiropractic procedure. But yeah, the cool thing about this chiropractor is you don't need an appointment. You just literally show up whenever you want, scan your card, go in, do a few stretches, get adjusted, and you're good. So, and there he is pulling up in that. Oh no, easy cheese. Yo, this shit's looking good.
What, the camera?
Look at this shit.
Yeah, remember how I sold your last iPhone on eBay? Remember that one iPhone like mad long ago? I'm not gonna sell this one, you left it in my car. But the lens is a little chode though.
Yeah, but no, it works. It's like that.
Does it make you look ugly though? Because it's like too like...
No, it looks just, it's zoomed in just, look at this. It's like a nice little focal length. It's not too all wide and like shitty, but it's like some Michael Bay, like nice cinematic.
Like, oh, by the way, yeah, my Uber met Michael Bay. I told you that in LA. Yeah, I know Michael Bay too. Yeah? Yeah, he mows my lawn.
Getting a burrito there, big cheese?
Big cheese burrito.
Yeah, should we tell him about this, this thing? Cut it now.
Are we allowed to tell him right now?
We can, but it's a lot more fun if we don't.
What? No,
Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna keep it suspenseful. We're gonna keep everyone guessing.
But potentially, sometime near January 1st specifically, sometime near there,
right around that time,
there could be something coming.
Something real good.
We can't talk about it right now though.
Mr. James.
All your old lens fits this one too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, James. Look at this. A full frame sensor. That's a 40mm prime. Basically the Canon 70D, but it's a big ass sensor. It's a Rode VideoMic Pro with a dead cat.
Did it come with that?
No, I had to get it. I had to kill a cat, skin it, and then put it on my microphone.
Hey, if it works, I think that's valuable.
You're telling me that that's not a pre-workout?
No, it's
this
not a
looks
pre-workout.
like yellow, like warning labels, just like scary. Like, what is this?
This is the pre-workouts. Excuse me. This is the sleep.
This
What
is
a
the gang of the
pre-workout is
yin
to
of the
really good
pre-workout? What's in it? I want it, James. I'm sold. How much is it?
For you, $29.99.
Yeah.
Caught you with McDonald's.
It's not McDonald's.
What?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Is that what you want? You went to Dunkin' Donuts? What'd you
Yeah.
get?
Huh?
You chunky. What is that?
I got a
That's
smoothie.
Donald.
I got a smoothie.
A smoothie?
Yeah, I got a smoothie.
Yeah, Big Cheese. Let me see.
You want one? Do you want a smoothie, James?
James, yo, can you fact check that smoothie?
Don't tell him your secret weapon.
Yeah, you gotta eat donuts.
What truly gains the most amount of muscle in the least amount of time is actually Dunkin' Donuts. Nobody knows this.
Yeah.
Nobody knows this.
Yeah.
But the more crawlers you eat.
Dude.
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't be saying this shit.
Are you bulking hard? Like,
Yeah, I'm like 230. Do I look that fat right now?
I don't know. Let me see the gut.
No.
Let's see how fat I'm looking. It's like,
Oh,
It's-
you're
it's-
fucking. You are looking like a fat shit right now in
Shit.
this lighting.
relatively speaking for myself,
How
this
dude?
is fat shit. Yeah.
What do you weigh right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
my eating hasn't been the greatest since coming back from the UK.
We
Probably
didn't ask
like,
for an excuse. What do you weigh?
I don't know, maybe like 193.
Oh damn, I'm heavier
194.
than you. You
Yeah,
want to wrestle?
Let me see that gut. Yeah, let's arm wrestle.
I'll fucking beat you in arm
Are
wrestling.
you sure?
Yeah, I would beat you bad.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
You bet me $100.
No. Yeah, I will.
Well, there you go.
I'll bet
ladies and
100.
gents.
I'll bet
All right.
100. I'll only bet $2,000. $2,000. That's it.
All right, on a pause bench off.
Nope. Yeah, sure. $2,000 Paul's bench off today.
I just want to
No.
shake your hand. This is completely mutually exclusive and every. Oh shit!
I pulled it. 'cause I hit
that
chest
was
yesterday.
your real confidence. Oh.
I hit chest yesterday.
Oh.
I will.
So you're scared of that pause bench.
Yo, guys, go to my last video. It has 170K views, and I beat Dave in a
Yeah?
Paul's bench off.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them probably solid. Dude. You can't even. But yo, do you want to do an arm wrestle off today?
Yeah.
What if you lose twice? You lost to Doug, then you lose to me, then you lose to me again. Like, what, are you gonna have to bring corn here to beat him in something? You want a donut?
I do want a donut, but I'm on my clean new diet, so I'm gonna morally posture and make you feel like shit for eating a donut.
Yeah. I'm on the vertical diet too, but
Are you?
Once in a while.
You've been real fucking horizontal lately.
No, I haven't.
You're not even on a graph. That's how bad it is. Like.
No, I haven't been real horizontal. Just as horizontal as you.
All right, so just now off camera, Dylan's trying to convince me to drive all the way home to get the Texas deadlift bar because today in the program is a 1 rep max and he wants to pull something heavy. The thing is, I'm not willing to go all the way back for the bar unless, like, it's either we're just gonna bullshit or we're just gonna have regular workout with a regular bar, or we get the bar and he takes like a proper dose of pre-workout and he gets properly psyched up and he pulls something real heavy. So I need an on-camera, like, confirmed contractual signing what pre-workout you're gonna take.
You don't have an ESP at your house.
I have Mensomorph. It's
I don't like it.
no. What do
No.
you mean you don't like it? It tastes great.
I don't
It's
want it.
clean
No,
once
I
you
know,
know.
but I don't like. No, I like the ESP because it's something that I've always used and I'm used to it. I don't know about Mesomorph. It might make me feel like sick.
You're out of your fucking. This is something that's 100% in your head. It's all the same shit.
What am I gonna go buy fucking ESP? They don't even sell it
They
here.
have samples.
Do they have samples ESP?
My part-time hobby is prescribing people PRs by pushing their limits on their pharmacological bombardment in their brain in terms of stimulants pre-workouts. Oh no, here we go. Oh, he's going back. Is he about to buy one? He is serious. He's committed. And he leaves empty-handed.
He doesn't have any. I'll take a quarter scoop of Mesomorph.
1/3 of a scoop.
So like less than half, yeah. I'll take that.
Shake on it.
Big cheese.
We have to go in your car to get the bar.
Yo, why don't you pull sumo today?
Me? My
Like-
sumo's shit right now.
Okay, I know, but it's never gonna be not shit again if you don't pull it again. You literally lost strength, dude. I'll have a panic attack. I'll just go home, take a hot shower or a cold shower. I'll be fine.
How many panic attacks would you say you've had in your life?
I have no idea.
100? More?
More.
1,000? Less?
1,000.
Shit. The thing is, like, you were properly on the pre-wagon, like, just like me. And the
No,
thing
I
is,
wasn't
you,
that.
no, you were until that one day where you took too much and you just couldn't handle a little fucking panic attack.
Yeah, that was a
and then you have to take
fuckload.
them again. Then you morally posture on
There
me,
was
oh,
a
I don't take
shit ton of
pre-workouts
times.
now.
There was a shit ton of times I had panic attacks. I had micro panic attacks, and I would like be like, "Yo, guys, yeah, I just want to fit in with the crew." So I just kind of, I like dump in 2 full scoops, like, "Yeah, big badass." I kind of dump half it down the drain, like, "Yo, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom." Dump it out in the toilet. Like, I never, trust me, I wasn't on the bandwagon.
Yeah, no, I handle my pre-workouts real well, but now I'm taking it easy. Just some occasional caffeine pills, maybe a coffee,
Yeah,
maybe an energy
Mesomorph
drink.
if you take a full scoop of Mesomorph.
I can't. I already took 300 milligrams of caffeine. That shit's gonna kick in right when we get home.
When'd you take that?
Then rock bottom when no one's watching.
Holy shit. Fucking sketchy. Dude, you have to take a full scoop on top of that, or I'm not taking any pre.
No, we signed a contract.
No. Yeah, let me see how that looks. Do you think I'm that fat right now, honestly?
Yeah, I think you are. I don't see how anyone could love you either.
Like, look, feel it right there. It's pretty fat. Is it?
It's all right. I mean,
how much more?
no, it is really fucking fat.
Yeah.
But if you could pull something real heavy today, then it's justified. But if you can't, you're just a useless fat blob. It's just,
it's true.
It just is what it
It
is.
is true. Honestly, I gained like 20 pounds in the last fucking 7 days from eating donuts. It's fine though.
Want to raid that Wawa truck, steal all their shit.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I'm strong enough right now to fucking tip that truck over. You look at Steve Cal car. Steve Cal got a Mercedes.
What car did
Glock.
Steve Cal get? Did you find out for sure?
He got a fucking Glock wagon. Dude, Steve got a fucking, like, he got literally the same type of shit as you, dude. Your car is like a grandpa mobile. It's like, your car is like a sleek, like, retired grandpa car. And literally, Steve also got a sleek, retired, slightly richer grandpa car. Because he got a Mercedes, so it's like...
What about you? Just got a hillbilly truck?
No, I got a sexy truck. I got like a, it's like an updated, like, maybe like good-looking hillbilly type guy, like modern hillbilly. That's kind of.
Why don't you sell this truck, win the lottery, and buy a Corvette?
Because I like this fucking truck. Corvettes are fun though. I do have 2 of them, but I just don't really drive them that much.
Just keeping your 12-car garage nice and sealed from the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you just pull Sumo? Just pull a little 585. You get stroking again.
Honestly, I might. The thing is, like, when I go back to spontaneous sumo, it's straight up. There's a spectrum with everything, but with this, there's no spectrum. It's either brand new 30-pound PR or...
Dave, I have horrible news for you. I watched you fail 585 in LA, and I watched you fail it in Toronto.
Yeah, but things. Remember, like, when we set up the garage? I mean, with the home gym, when it was in the garage, I pulled 585 for 3 just out of nowhere.
No, something was like, yeah, what the fuck was that? And you were like way smaller than, and like, that is
Dude,
super
no,
weird.
literally.
That's weird.
When just the certain things are just right in my lower body, and like there's a certain pre-workout taken, like it's just shit just comes up.
Yeah, would you hit a 10? Would you try a 10K? Would you do that?
After a fast, I think I could, maybe a 24-hour fast.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to do a 10K because I know I can do it now. I mean,
yeah, because you.
Would you do it on your channel or what?
Yeah, I'll do it. What the fuck is this focus? Fuck. Yeah, comment down below if you guys want to see us do a 10K probably successfully this time.
No, honestly, I can for sure do it. Like last time, I didn't even get to try it because I threw up in the bathroom after because Dave made me laugh.
Oh yeah, I made you laugh.
No,
like,
now I can.
Well, if I look at you funny this time, like it counts as me not letting you try. You're just gonna throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
No, yeah, it does. If you look at me funny and I throw up, then it doesn't count. But honestly, I think that I'll be able to do it for sure. I want to do one.
Yeah, it's my second workout since coming back from the UK. You guys saw in my last video for the Gymshark Black Friday sale. I was literally just in the UK for a little bit, just shooting content. And I'm also just getting sick of all this traveling because for me, I just want to be home for a prolonged period of time and get my schedule and regimen together. I feel like every time I get my shit at least moderately together, boom, we got a trip somewhere else. So,
and we're going to Cali in December 12th, and then, so yeah, that's brutal. We're going back to LA December 12th.
you know, it's pretty damn brutal, but can't complain. You know what I was saying when it comes with me, with like the sumo maxing out of nowhere, it either goes real good or real bad. And honestly, a lot of it has to do with like how my squat's going. So if I don't really deadlift for a while and my squat gets stronger and stronger, like my sumo will be good, but it's just hard for me to.
I agree.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the case. I might do sumo today. I don't know. We'll see how we feel. I might take some extra pre-workout. Like me, I'll take the other third of Dylan's Menzo scoop. But fuck me, focus now.
Relaxing and shit on that.
Yup. You can see yourself again. Yup. Yup. You honestly, you would really like Mesomorph. Like it tastes
I have to
good.
I mean, because I just ate a lot. I have to like wait a second.
Yeah.
Because I'll throw up.
No, you won't. You won't throw up. Dude, ESP is straight up vomit cancer. You don't throw up from this.
Throw up, I'm gonna be pissed.
You're not gonna throw up. I literally guarantee it.
Well, I don't get like sick. I'm just saying like only because I ate a lot. Should I do it?
Yeah.
Will I get a fucking? Will I deadlift a max for?
Oh no, dude. If you, it's so funny because if you weren't like if I was in your body. And
If I took this, would I get sick? Like what? No. Like if I took this, would this be a health hazard?
It wouldn't be a health hazard. Like, you know, you would get anxiety just because, like, it's in your head. But if you didn't have that weird anxiety thing, like, if I was in your body and I took that, I would fucking pull, like, 750.
That's what I'm taking.
Let me see. No, dude, that's a fourth. We agreed on a third.
No, that's a fucking half.
No. Give it to
No.
me. Just let me see. I'm not going to pour anything in. That's a fourth.
No.
Give me the fucking
That's what I want to do.
I don't care what you want to do. We should. Yo. Real conservative.
You won't take a little more than that.
Come on, dude.
Look at that big cheese.
Well, let's test the low light. How's this shit doing in low light?
It's like, well, that light's making it look a little bit. Oh, it looks fucking amazing.
Let me see.
Look.
That light's fucking in here.
No. You just, it looked perfect.
Yeah, I know. Such a huge distance between crop sensor and full frame. Here, come here. Let me fucking see it. Let me point it. I want to see how it looks over there.
It's not bad.
It's at least what the human eye could see, if not a touch more.
No, it touched more for sure.
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
I'm feeling it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel it. But also, I took that caffeine.
Dude, you gotta calm the fuck down.
Woo! Yes! I like my pre-workout. I told you guys I had a camera addiction. It's a pre-workout addiction.
I'm tweaking.
Do you feel it?
I can feel it.
Oh, yes!
I literally like, it's not even funny. Like, honestly, I'm like, literally, I feel.
You know what I want to do? One of my lifetime goals. I want to fly out to LA. I don't know, maybe go to Zoo Culture, run into Larry Wheels, and just like sit down with Larry, just like talk to him. I'm like, listen, Larry, I know what you want. You like hitting PRs. You like getting really strong. You're all about the things. I'm all about that too, Larry. I understand. I want to help you, right? So I just want to sit down with him, take out my backpack,
dude,
take out a few things, like little pre-workouts, like little things, right? And just create him this beautiful concoction. Have him drink it, right? Blast a specific type of song, literally hire a large man, probably the big Tom Cruise, slap Larry real hard in the back and have him pull 1,000 pounds. Like, that's one of my personal goals in life.
Back in the high school days, Dave used to prescribe like everyone, like our teachers, our principal, our fucking the students, like some of the fucking like teachers, like kids.
I think the mayor at one point, like.
Yeah, did you gave it to the congressman of New Jersey,
Yeah,
I think too.
so.
But fucking yeah, he literally that's his job. He prescribes pre-workouts to people. So
I could just look into someone's eyes, right? Look deep into their soul
wait.
and just know exactly what
if
they
you
need.
had to say right now, because I know you haven't looked at Larry like that, but if you had to say, like, without looking him in the soul and everything, what would you think his pre-workout would be? It'd have to be high.
Does he?
He's a guy who comes across like very rational, doesn't really get much anxiety, seems like a very calm
But also,
guy.
do you think like he currently takes like pre-workouts, or he goes in?
If I had to say, I don't think he takes crazy pre's.
So what do you think? Is like a cup of coffee or like a nice little C4?
I think like a little C4 or a little cup of coffee or nothing. If I had to say.
Under that presupposition, I'd say anywhere from 50 to 75 milligrams of pure 1,3-dimeth. Right? He's a big boy. He can handle it.
Just imagine like literally someone's like, oh yeah, like what are your lifts? Like yeah. It's kind of like, oh, like what are your lifts? Like, oh yeah, Dylan, what do you deadlift? I'm like, oh yeah, I deadlift 765. like Arnold didn't deadlift 765.
I feel so awkward in this kind of like little small talk social situations when I'm around people that like don't really lift at all. And it's kind of like, oh, like they find that workout. It's like, what do you deadlift? I'm like, oh, like 675. And it's kind of like, okay. Like they don't really know what to do. Like it's just
they're just
really
like, oh, is that like a car or what? But like, and then it's even more awkward when I'm also there. And then I say like, oh, I deadlift 680, and then it's the awkward, and then it's also even more awkward for me because it's 5 pounds more than Dave's ever deadlifted, so there's that weird tension.
And then I'm like, oh, straps doesn't count.
And then he starts talking about straps, and then I'm like, oh, like fucking whatever, I don't want to talk about it. No one knows what straps are. It's all real heavy. Like Dylan's a little bit bigger, stockier. Like David's a little delusional. Like whatever. And the conversation just kind of gets dropped.
All right, he's getting the bar. This is kind of absurd now that I think about it. It's been like 1 or 2 hours. This workout's been delayed, so we're gonna have to compensate eating a shit ton more tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna go to my car, get my gym bag. He's getting the bar. You're one of them douchebags that brings your own bar. You don't think the gym bars are good enough for you? Whoa.
I'm gonna throw up.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
It's in your head.
No, I'm kidding. I really don't. I don't think I actually am.
Come on, 5 more.
Damn.
1, 2. Come on. You gotta get 10, I'm not helping you.
Came in here just to do cardio, you're like fucking around with the bench. You know for a fact, by the time you leave, you're gonna have a fucking deadlift PR on that thing. Ron, you
PR? I haven't deadlifted in like
Ron?
months. I don't know.
Alright, for me, I'm gonna cut it right there. I can tell at like 225 that my sumo wasn't feeling good at all. I could probably get maybe 585 today, maybe. So I'm just gonna cut it there and I'm gonna go straight into my conventionals. As I secretly figure this entire time, doing this max on deadlifts after not doing sumo deadlifts for a while is probably not the best idea. Kind of tweak my back a little bit, so I was gonna cut the deadlifts completely, but instead, me and Dylan are just gonna do like 225 deficits for just high reps, maybe like 10 to 20 reps, just to get some blood flow in the back. My back will hurt a little bit while I'm doing it, but since the weight is so light, I'm not really gonna do any damage, and it's better than just like cutting the deadlifts completely. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go straight to our back accessory work.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers. Standing in this shade. Going louder, we are all one color. Standing in their way. Join the army of the shadow. Join the army of the shadow. Join the army of the shadows. Shadows, shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers. Standing in their shade. Going louder, we are all one color. Standing in their way.
How would you describe your workout? Oh.
I had a really good workout besides the fact that like the deadlifts just didn't feel great. I probably could have hit like 650, 675, but there was no way I wanted to tie a PR. I like, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I kind of snapped my back a little on the deadlifts, and my accessories, the rest of my workout was really good. Just felt a little flat because I didn't eat too much yesterday, but yeah, within like 2 days, I should be like fully recovered from the lack of training.
Is that your fucking car?
All right, so I'm on the way to my mom's house right now. Normally I'd go straight home right now, prepare some food, but my little brother just started watching the Harry Potter movies and he's literally completely obsessed. He's on Deathly Hallows Part 1, which is the second to last one, and he literally loves it. He's like 20 minutes in the movie right now. They started at 8 o'clock, it's like 8:20 right now. So I'm gonna head straight there, watch the movie with him. My mom has like some buckwheat, turkey, onions, mushrooms, some salad, some weird shit like that. So I'm gonna eat that, watch the movie, and then when I come home, I'm gonna prepare like a steak, rice, mashed potatoes, sweet potato, all that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna speed home because I want to make sure I see at least half of this movie because I'm pretty excited. I want to vicariously experience it, re-experience it through him because Harry Potter is the shit. So yo, what's up, Harry Potter? Oh no. Yeah, this is my least favorite teacher. What's your review of the film?
Out of 100.
Lucas, what was your opinion on what happened to Mr. Dobby?
Dobby should have never died. The people who created the movie are idiots.
Dobby dying was archetypally correct. You can't judge it.
The girl who killed Dobby.
What's her name? Mrs. Bellatrix?
Yeah, close enough.
Whoa. So you like Bellatrix? You guys are friends?
I wanted to die. My question is, how the hell did you throw the knife that fast?
You saw that little smirk on her face right before she threw. She was like, yup, I clipped him. Thomas, what do you think is going to happen in the next movie? How is this going to end?
I know Voldemort is good. Something bad's gonna happen to Voldemort because I know the good side always wins.
Voldemort's full-blown Trembolone. He's got his like Elder Wand. Like he's ready to clean up. Like the good's like really like weak and shit. Just like it's over. I don't know.
I agree, but there's gonna be some magical way. Harry Potter's gonna turn to God.
Dude, Harry Potter is literally small. Did you see him get in that lake? He's literally like, his fat-free mass index is 5. Like, he's a little dude. Voldemort's like, he's got his nose chopped off. He's got a strong wand. Like, he's gonna conquer the world.
I have the Elder Wand. I have a nose.
Yeah, no, nose is not gonna save him. He's more aerodynamic now. He can sneak around. He's got the big snake.
He can smell Voldemort coming, and he's gonna do this magical spell to kill him.
Alright, so I just got home. I popped the SD card in from this camera. I just like skimmed through all the footage and honestly really like how it looks. Like the focal length I think is just perfect. Like I keep forgetting just how Rode mics just work better on Canon cameras. There's no clipping. The audio just sounds really good and I really love this setup. I'm just making one small modification. I wanted to do this like before I left, like earlier today when the camera came, but I couldn't find this one part, but I just found it, so I'm gonna show you guys. So instead of using the GorillaPod, I'm using this little tripod right here. I'll leave a link in the description box to get it on Amazon because like this is not readily accessible. Like you can find a GorillaPod anywhere. So what I like about this is just small, sleek, compact. So this is pretty much what the setup looks like. Cool thing about this tripod is that you could take these 3 legs, you twist this bottom piece. Let me see. Fuck, it's a little rusty. I might have to get another one. You twist this bottom piece out, and then 3 legs come out. And you could set it on here nicely, and then you could also stretch the stick out, and overall it's just a nice clean look, cleaner look over the GorillaPod. The only downside is that you can't just like wrap it around like an octopus on shit, but I don't really think I'll be needing that. And yeah, this is pretty much the final setup. The only modification that I would do is potentially get a smaller microphone because the shit looks a little weird with the small lens. But yeah, I think this is gonna be my rig for the near/medium to long to forever upcoming future. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about any of the camera stuff or just anything at all, leave it down below. I'm gonna read through the comments for probably like 1 or 2 hours after I post the video and literally answer everything. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.